I started my outline of this lesson talking about education in colonial America with colonial expansion. I wrote my first point as humanism, God, glory, and gold because the explorers definitely had this as their motivation when they were exploring. I put my second point as Christopher Columbus and the Columbian Exchange because this marked a very important exchange of cultures during the discovery of the Americas. I put my third point as the Christian faith because this was extremely important in the beginning of education in the colonies because religion was such an important part of their daily life. So books like the Bible and the New England Primer were some very significant educational tools at the time. My second part of my outline is talking about education in colonial America, and I started off by naming the free market education, which is when the government wasn't involved in education and they valued that, and they valued being able to do it however they see fit amongst whatever home, whatever family. Homeschooling was another point that I put, where essentially the mothers would begin by teaching their children how to read by using things like the Bible and the primer and teaching them writing and arithmetic. They would use their horn books, and then at the end of the day, the children would go out and learn hands-on with their fathers in the barns or whatever trade they were in. My last point in the second column would be that all children were literate at the time. So it seemed like this system of education was relatively successful because most children knew how to read and write and do math at this time. It was a very well-rounded education. In my third section, I talked about publicly funded schools. So my first point is talking about the public becoming involved in schooling and how in Massachusetts specifically it began with a town hall meeting where they decided to start dedicating public funds to education and building a school, and thus the Boston Latin School was built, which was my second point. And my third point is talking about the Massachusetts school laws, which were the first laws that were put in place regarding education, saying that children must learn to read and write, and later on a law was instituted saying that they must attend school. So